Morning to you. It is 8 o'clock Saturday morning, and I am hungry. I do not eat a lot of meat anymore. It's making me sick, even though I've always believed in high protein as a bodybuilder and weightlifting enthusiast. As an old person, you cannot eat that much meat. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He eats meat once or twice a week. But anyway, alternate protein sources, which is not that much of a stress to have all the time, as an urgency per se. So what I'm going to have is some small golden potatoes. I'm going to cut them up into pieces, put them in my bowl here, put some water in there, and put them on the microwave for 15 minutes. I don't have time to stir fry them in the pan until they get soft. So I'm going to cut them up in small pieces and put them in the microwave, and you'll see how it comes out and what I'm going to make for breakfast here. All right, so the potatoes are all cut up. Now all you got to do is put them inside their little bowl here. It's flea season. If you get a flea on your ankle, which they seem to love my ankles for some reason, I can't stand them damn things. Spray that area you're standing in, kill the flea first, of course, and then spray like every little path you walked. I went to the door, fed the cat, walked back to the table, straight cut potatoes, and I got a flea. Well, anyway, spray that path because somebody will get rid of the damn things. There you go, all the potatoes in the bowl, cut up. Rinse them off if you want to or not. They're already pre-rinsed, but yeah, wash them off again if you want to. I'm going to put about half of a bowl of water in there, or half a portion of water, half of the bowl of water under the potatoes. That'll keep them moist in there. Put on 15 to 17 minutes. I'm going to do these 17 minutes. There's a couple of big ones in there. In the meantime, you can wash off your knife, has the starch on it, and your cutting board, and put up the dishes that you washed last night, and go brush your teeth and get ready to get the day started because you have 15 minutes. All right, I put the water in there, if you can see it or not. 15. Now I'm going to put it on 17 minutes. Okay, it's 17 minutes. This kind of microwave I have. You just push the start button, it'll add 30 seconds. And now you can put up your dishes you washed last night, where they go, and you can wash that cutting board and knife that you just used. That would be ready to go for this afternoon. You have some more. Hear them cooking up. It's only been like 3 or 4 minutes. I started at 17 and a half. Dishes are put up. Cutting board and knife is washed up. Doesn't take that long. All right, the potatoes are done after 17 minutes. I was able to feed that dumb cat by the door, because when I feed him in the back of the house by the garage where it's cool, he seems to let those other 2 little cats take his food without doing anything about it. So I fed him wet food, then I fed him some dry food, and he lollygags around, and if he don't eat it by a certain time, I'm throwing it in the trash. He needs to learn to eat when he gets it. It's like these kids that get food and then they want to eat a little bit now, go play, come back later, eat some more. It wasn't like that in my day. If there's food to eat, you need to eat right then or not, right then and there, or your brother or sister's going to eat it, or your dad's going to eat it. So yeah. Anyway, back to this stuff. The potatoes are done. They're nice and soft. You can season them with salt and pepper if you want. I'm going to put pepper on here, a lot of it. They're not completely soft, but they're pretty soft. But I'm going to put some chili on there. I see the Hormel chili, I think it's called, is pretty good value. I think it's $2.60 for a giant can instead of the smaller cans that easy come in. Don't put too much salt, but Okay, now, and also get you a paper towel. It's going to be hot. Put it on top of the potatoes and tilt the bowl and drain the excess water that's going to still be in there. The water's in there because when they're in the microwave, how the microwave works, it makes the water in there molecules bounce around faster, which increases the heat, and that's what is doing. It's just heating up the moisture in the food. And of course, the potatoes have a little bit of water in there. So anyway, that's how it cooks. So you're gonna have excess water and drain the water. Put salt and pepper like I just did. Okay, I put the rest of my Colby Jack I've had in there that I bought an 8 ounce. I probably should buy a 16 ounce now. I'm using a lot of cheese. And I put 3 or 4 slices of that regular sliced cheese from Walmart. Now I put the chili on top. Like I said, they got, it's Armor chili. It's like between 230 and 270. It's a giant can too. It's not a small can. It's 24 ounces. The best value for your buck. I say the more calories for the dollar is the way to go. Remember about 15 years ago, everybody's trying to pay for these skinny drinks and skinny menus, item plates. You know, why are you going to pay for air to get less calories? That never made any sense to me. So you got your chili on top of your cheese and potatoes. I also put some garlic powder on top of the potatoes, give them more flavor. All right, I got it on 4.5 minutes. Let's see how that does. Also, this will completely cook your potatoes if they're a little bit hard, which these weren't too much. It'll make them real soft. The cheese will melt on top of the potatoes, and the chili will cook down and just drizzle all on top of that. And when you get it out, it's going to be a nice little mix for breakfast. And there it is, like a chili cheese fry. Tasty. I put some Taco Bell mild sauce on there that I had left over from the other day. Sour cream goes good on top of this also. You're not going to crash out after you eat this. Like after I'd eat like 5 cheeseburgers from McDonald's, I'd fall asleep. Look at that. Look at that yumminess. Cheese and Yukon Gold potatoes and chili. And if I had some sour cream, it'd be even better. It's spiced with garlic powder, salt and pepper. Taco Bell 1 hot pack, 4 mild. And then I got my homemade tea there with Sweet Low in it. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Too hot. The tea is good. I put 7 Sweet Lows, probably like 8 or 9. It'd be just right. Yeah, I cut back on meat. I used to eat like 5 sides of taco seasoning or 5 patties once or twice a day. Not good for you if you're old. Makes you sick. Well, what about the beans? They're going to make you fart? Maybe for a couple of days. Your body will get used to it. Try to eat some beans every day if you can. It's just like milk. If you get sick from drinking milk, then start with 4 ounces and then 6 ounces and 8 ounces till your body gets the enzyme to break it down again. Why do I do it like this? Because I don't want to make a big old mess because I'm not to clean it up. I didn't have to dirty a pan, frying up potatoes until they got soft, and then clean that pan. And while the microwave's cooking, I was able to sweep the kitchen floor, put up the dishes, wash the dirty dishes that I made just now, the cutting board and the knife. I don't have roaches, like those German roaches or any kind of roaches you see like multiplying it. I do get those stupid tree roaches every once in a while. Can't stand them. They come in the house, they walk real slow so you can kill them, and then, or they just come in here and they'll die because they get dehydrated. Don't move to Houston if you can help it. It's too hot and humid, so you're always going to be sweating once you step outside 1 foot. There's all sorts of insects everywhere. If you have pets or not, you're going to get a flea that jumps on your socks if you have white socks. The mosquitoes, you can't see them. They're too small. You're outside and you get bit in the knuckle. Now you can't scratch correctly. Then there's flies. So you get in your house, now you're chasing around a fly around your house. So yeah, don't come to Houston unless you absolutely need to. It ain't worth it. I put a sweet and low in that tea. Like I said, it's good, but not really good like I want it. No sugar. What about the carbs in the potato? So what? It's a root. You know, if you only have meat, that your body will convert that excess meat that you can't digest into protein or into carbs. So you're gonna get carbs no matter what. Your body needs carbs for energy. You need a carb to have full muscles. I slept longer than usual. Today is Saturday, so I don't have to get up at 4:50. Today's the big fight with Conor McGregor and the other guy. I forgot his name. Holloway, maybe. Holloway actually knocked out Gaethje, the one that won the contest at the White House UFC. Had Paramount Plus too, so I get to watch it. So I'm going to work until about 6 o'clock. I think it starts at 7 or something. I'm going to watch that fight. It's going to be good because back that class of Conor McGregor, last class he fought was like in 140s. I think he called it featherweight or something, and now he's up to 170 welterweight fight. So they're both at 170. So yeah, let's see what happens. Last time he broke his leg and against Dustin Poirier, I guess his name is. The guy was drunk in the airport, and he was had a broken leg disconnected there. The bone was disconnected, and he was talking crap about Dustin Poirier's wife about she's in his DMs, this and that. Dustin Poirier should have went up there and hit him some more with his broken leg. But anyway, Conor McGregor's a big seller. He's a he backs he walks the walk and talks the talk and backs everything he says. So it's pretty exciting. 170 still. Imagine that being 170 or 140. You know, I'm over here panicking because I'm 210. You know, I used to always be like 278, but I don't know. I guess size doesn't really matter unless you got strength behind it, no matter what size you are. Conor McGregor will still be a legend if he's able to pull this off. 5 years since fighting, moving up a class after a broken leg or a disconnected shin bone. So my little cat is fed. I fed him at the front door today. I usually go feed him in the back garage because those other cats want to steal his food, but he needs to quit being a little sissy boy. That's good with that other sweet and low. He has his testicles, but he still doesn't. I don't know. I guess he's reincarnated from some old grandma that says, you don't ever hit girls, because he don't want to mess with his sisters. He just lets them eat. Yeah, the garlic powder is pretty good addition, and the Taco Bell mild sauce. But if you think I'm full of it about the protein thing, you'll see when you get older. That's a lot of stuff they tell you when you're younger is not going to last when you're older age. I'm like 56. I've always been a high protein guy, overeater, big, think big, eat big, lift big, all that, but now I got rheumatoid arthritis to say. But anyway, you can't eat a bunch of meat like that, or at least beef. I don't eat beef, so maybe chicken or fish, we'll see. But this is pretty satisfying. This reminds me of when I was married to my first wife, Margarita. She would always make me chili cheese fries. And like I said, the beans don't affect my stomach no more. I'm not farting all day. My body's used to it now. So the cat's fed, the kitchen swept. I'm going to wash these dishes. I'm freshened up. I'm going to take my car to the car wash and start my day and go make some airport runs. Or whatever to make money. I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He barely eats meat at all. Like he said, once or twice a week because of his heart issues. So you'll learn one day that all this stuff they tell you, like, if you want to protect your prostate, you want to come once or twice a day, or just stupid. You're supposed to hold your seed for your partner. You're not supposed to be jerking off all the time, and that's bad. And watching porn all the time. If your prostate's going to go, it's not because of you not coming enough. It's because you got some other issues like your diabetes, your blood pressure, or weak bladder. You picked up some cancer or something. But don't believe all these stupid things they tell you to do. It's immoral and not right. When you do something that's immoral, or you drink and do drugs, you're opening up a pathway for demons to come in you and act like a stupid fool. But it looks good. It's good. Really good. Try it out. Gold potatoes. Cut them up in triangles or squares or whatever, smaller. You can put them in the whole if you want to, but you have to crush them up where you're putting the chili. Microwave on 15, 18 minutes with some water in there. That way then we're going to dry it up. When they come out, drain the water with a napkin. Don't burn yourself. Put some cheese on top. 4 to 6 ounces. Or the whole bag of 8 ounces. For $2. Get a chili that you like. I like the whatever one I had. It's only a big can, the biggest can for the for the least money. And then put some more cheese on top. Get you something cold to drink. You're good. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you you tonight after the fight. Go McGregor.